Alrighty, so our very first song coming to us now that the hard drive is revving up. Come again. Let me just get with it, okay, guys? So before I say anything else stupid, because that's what my show is all about, right, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, this is brought to you a wonderful, subtle way to start our journey this evening. This comes from Egger. Thank you so much. A little bit of a rock band that always has a tendency to make you go. You know who it is? Guys, this is 2023, okay? Guys, this is live 2023. These guys have been doing this forever, and they are as tight as probably as they were when they were younger. This is live from Bloodstock. God, I love when they do this. Listen to the other guitar pattern. That's pure bliss right there. Gotta stop, just really quick. Number one, the earmark power of Meshuggah outside of its incredible, ridiculous ability to be so precise on everything and how they play, what they play, rhythmically and meter and stuff, is the drums always give you that rescue donut, you know, when they throw the little rescue circle out there from the boat if you're drowning in this intensity. And what it is you can always count on the drums having something that's squaring the beat off for you. To me, that's paramount in Meshuggah's magic, in them having perhaps a much broader, let's say, appeal and on a heavier, you know, genre, because it doesn't take our brains way too much to lock in. As long as we have something's going. A lot of bands that do music like this, you know, they're post, you know, Meshuggah, a lot of crazy stuff happening with cymbals and hi-hats and stuff, but this is what keeps it just to the wall, you know, as far as I'm concerned. This is what sells me on everything they do every time. Hi-hat, even with all this work. Listen to this section. Even with Thomas just completely obliterating the cymbals, he still wants to make sure we've got a sense of getting locked in. He has his left foot, you know, you guys know how a hi-hat works. There's a pedal to it. If you release the pedal, it goes up, and if you hit it down with your foot, it goes down. Listen to the pedals holding the eighth notes. I'm going to go back just a skosh. Listen to that. This is freaking just what makes it work for me. Let me go back just a little bit here. Hear it? That's all his left foot on the hi-hat pedal. Insane.
Stay healthy, stay alive, and please be back next time we're around your area. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I am just dumbfounded, and I just got chicken skinned by this, because one of the most amazing things that I'm seeing here is that this song was at the end of an hour and 22 minute. It looks like, at least here on this stream, an hour and 22 minutes of playing. And of course, the stamina is something that's been built into them for how many years they've been doing this. You know, I noticed there was a little bit of talking about the technique in the voice and how can he scream. And it was unbelievable for me because we just got through getting this incredible performance from the band. And then he kind of, you know, he flexed it. He like, out of this demonic stream of consciousness that he was pulling through his performance, then as he's done, he's like, his normal talking voice was just so not rattled by an hour and 22 minutes of performing with that growling, fried technique. And it is a technique, but still, you know, it's not normal. You've got to get the stamina. It's just like the same stamina that the musicians have to play, Thomas on the drums and the guys on the guitar and bass and stuff have to play with constantly, you know, you know, and you got to remember all that. I'm mind fried. I'm absolutely mind fried also at their skills of memorizing that. You know, it's just absolutely gnarly. I don't know. I heard somebody said that growling voice comes from here, and that's what you gotta do. But even if I'm doing this, God, I can feel. I feel tension. I feel, you know, I'm not screaming. I'm just down in the throat in a gutter kind of guttery part of my throat. But you know, it's just. And plus, I think you can't bullshit that either. That's another amazing thing about that fried vocal technique. You can't bullshit that. You know, it's coming from here. It's coming from the power of the music. It's coming from the performance. It's coming from the energy of the fan base. My God. I mean, how do you not, you know, how do you not, I mean, they don't even look like they're exhausted at the end of this, you know? Okay, sorry. Here we go, guys. Let's get back into our show. The next one coming up from the Makeup Dono section is coming in from Jexterix. This is a game called Neon White. So let's go ahead and check out Neon White. And this one is called House of Cards. All right. Jexterix, are you in the house by chance? Ooh, I like the little delay on the bass there. Listen to that. Anybody who plays this game, is this where is this in the game? What's happening here? Ooh, I like that. It's during a level. Okay. Very Euro house rave, yeah? Little change up there. There's a little muted mallet thing that's so badass back there. pseudo 4 on the floor. There's a couple little glitchy moves in the kick line. And hi-hat. And. Oh, nice. A lot of chordal patches used here. Briefly, let me explain that to you. A chordal patch is something where, if I'm here in front of my keyboard, if I was to call up a chordal patch, would be I press one note, not a series of keys to make a chord, and that note would be structured in a chord. It could be a major, it could be a major seventh, a minor seventh. It could be an odd chord. But what's really cool about that is that you have really fun options in triggering, kind of almost monophonically, but you have this, even though it's a chordal patch, a monophonic setup on a synth is a very unique thing because you can, when you release it, it'll cut off and hold it down, and then as you hold it down, if you hit another key, let's say a half step or a whole step down or whatever, it'll immediately negate the key that you're holding down and trigger the new one. So you get a very percussive approach on it. So sometimes when you're hearing things sound, there's a little soft organ kind of sound holding the chords. Listen to how that changes, and you'll hear how it's that perfect seventh or minor seventh or whatever it is that's going on there. It's a great technique used by the EDM folks. You hear it? It's like an organ. You hear that sound? Na, 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 na. You were dealt a bad hand. I like the ambient tail offs on some of the. Gives you a little bit of an ethereal vibe. The kill. That was a great listen. I needed that too, especially after some Meshuggah, but it still had, there was Meshuggah in this coffee. It still was kind of like pounding rhythm and stuff, just not so much in your ear hole. But like I said, I really enjoy this part of it. Sometimes I miss writing this way. I get about 10 to 15 tracks a year that I have to write in this capacity. And when I get into it, sometimes, I try to time myself in my writing. When I'm writing for music libraries, I have a contest with myself, and I try to get a track done within a couple of hours, unless super intense or something that takes, like maybe time period classical, if it's Baroque, some classical neoclassical kind of stuff. I take a little more time with it. But stuff like this, I really get into. It'll take me like 3 or 4 hours to write a track like this. Not like this, as killer sounding as this, but kind of like it sounds like this. Because I get all into the, I play with the delays and stuff and get all the pings back and forth. I had to play you guys one of those tracks one day. All right, next up. Z-Man 2008, we're still making up from yesterday. This is for you, my friend. This is a game called The Golden Sun. And stand by here. Where are we there? The Golden Sun. It's called Mars Lighthouse. So Z-Man 2008, do I see you in here? Probably not, that's okay. By the way, guys, I did upload another track onto our VOD YouTube channel from a couple days ago. If you missed anything, then that is there from, I think that one is the 19th of February. So, all right, here we go. Nice, let's get us some time period pieces. Now we're into 32-bit, right? Oh, 16. Oh, the more advanced hardware. Okay, got you. I mean, it definitely sounded much better than 8-bit. I'm still in my head trying to learn the difference between the 8-bit and the 16, and then the ones, I guess, what was it called, the Commodore 64 or something, where the sound cards were changing. But I do know that at least the next step up from 8-bit, where things got more, got a little more flexed in the stereo and the power of, being able to pan a little bit and stuff. I think I'm missing something in between it. So it's 8, 16, or if 32-bit was the Commodore. I don't know. 32-bit, okay. But the sounds are so classic, aren't they? That bass line is so cool. It's in unison with that string. Wait a second, I thought we left Meshuggah back there a while ago. Commodorable. Really mess with the heads with the 5/8 going on in there. Oh, she gonna fade. That was nice. That was for all you guys nostalgically. For me, that was the first time I heard it, but I've been doing this long enough now on this channel where my ears, when it dials into the 8-bit, 16-bit, 32 era, in my mind, I can imagine how excited the composers must have been to be able to use correctly delays, and some reverb, and be able to spread it out a little more and get a better hands on some better sounds compared to 8-bit. But I will say, in my short journey on this channel, and also, the RPGs channel, which has only been about a year and a half, guys. I had the World Music Reaction channel for about 2 years, but I did my very first gaming reaction, I think, in I think maybe November or end of October 2022 until now. So this is still very, very new to me. But I love, even though I don't play the game, I love listening to the music because it also evokes a visual nostalgia, especially when the thumbnail, I go, man, this everybody here must be digging on this. All right, guys, Melchoir Blade 7, if you're in the house. Here's another game for you. This is what is this? Oh, hey guys, my mom is calling me. I need to take this. So we're going to be doing Final Fantasy X 1, 2, 3. That's 13. And for Melchoir Blade 7, and the name of the track is... Stand by. The name of the track is Saza's Theme. You guys know who Saza is? Saza. Shazbot. I don't know, but we're doing this. Let's go. Said it was jazzy. Oh. I was waiting for the lead. Where's that lead coming in? Kind of cross-modal kind of vibe going on there with the lead work. God, I wish I had my piano live. Nice fill in the drummer right there. Nice ride work. Of course, you got to tip your hat to that bass play. So they're staying nice and cruise, sitting in a pocket the whole time, not moving around too much throughout the key structure. My question is, though, I noticed you guys are talking about that. Is this actually in the game, or was this music added later? They call it a DLC or something like that, because you guys are kind of going, well, so is this actually in the game, or was this an addition that came later? The game. Great. Where? Do our characters go into a jazz yo hip smoky bar with some, you know, Cavassier and cigars and hit up on each other or something? It's got that vibe. I love what the conga's doing with the left hand. Listen to the bass through this, man. America back there. Big chunks of James Brown, you know, in a lot of this. Maybe, well, obviously a little more jazzier, but this is in a video game? I'd buy the video game just to listen to the music. A little chaotic. I don't, you know, like in my mind's eye, I don't know where this fits in a video game and what's happening. You guys tell me what's happening. But if this is, I guess this is disc 3. This is the, I guess, the first track, Can't Catch a Break in Final Fantasy 13. But I got to tell you, if this is the kind of energy that's, well, I have been kind of awestruck by the kind of compositions that have been through the Final Fantasy French fries. And the franchise, and so many different eclectic types of uses, and allowing the composer to have free reign, well, as free reign as he possibly can have. I'm sure there must be one person above him going, not too sure if that'll work, but I wouldn't want to be that person either, because everything has been so genius throughout the Final Fantasy franchise. But it plays kind of ambient. I can see that though. You know, we're listening to it this way, right? So it's in my head, it's in my ears. I'm listening to it, giving a full focus. You know, tracks like this, too, also have been custom written to source out in movies. I've actually done that before where they can't get a license for a particular song, but they really wanted to get, like, for instance, I did one kind of a knockoff of Lowrider, and they wanted me to do it in kind of an EDM cut time funk, if you can imagine. And they got the derivative license of it, but they didn't get the master use of it, and I had to write it. And what that music was going to be used for was just music that was on inside a car radio. Dialogue, you know, radio's going, they turn the radio, it's landing on it, there's still dialogue going on, but the music's going on in the back, you know, and the car is coming up this way, and it's really loud, and then it gets, you know, quieter as it goes through. So that's customized source composition. It was a trip, man. It was a complete trip to do. I don't think I have it here. You guys want to hear it if I have it? Let me just look. I'm not going to go nuts about it, but wait a second. Stand by. Hang on. I think I may have had it somewhere here. Oh man, how did that happen? Stand by. Oh, I don't have it with me. Oh well. I thought I had it more in a localized place. I'd play it for you guys, but eh. So anyhow, that's my story. It was a great track. All right, let's do this. Next up is Endowed Turtle. This is a band. It's called Mala. It's, I think, digital music. And this is still making up from yesterday's Donos session, so stand by. This is called Anti-War Dub. So let's go ahead with that. And stand by. Here we go. I know. trippy. Okay, I'm sorry. Is this what they? And I'm very ignorant about the many different styles of reggae. Is this what they call dub? Is this dub reggae? I mean, obviously, I'm only saying that I think it might have something to do with reggae because of the fact that it's, you know, it's got the vocals that I kind of familiar a little bit with the way they say what they say. But is this what this is? It's dubstep. Oh, I thought dubstep was that very electronic wah, 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 wah stuff. So trippy. This is where the wub dubstep came from. Is that what we're talking about? That more modern dubstep that's a lot more electronic. I'm so confused. We don't wanna fight tonight. And we don't wanna fuss and fight. Put up the guns and make we all unite and make we live right in the almighty sight again. So we don't wanna war tonight. And we don't wanna fuss and fight. And we don't wanna fuss and fight. God, the days that I used to get wrecked. This would have been such a great track for me to trip on. Thank you for that, Aman. Makes sense. But is this still considered part of the umbrella under reggae? This is just kind of like rock has a bazillion or metal has a bazillion subgenres. Another one, dancehall. Dancehall is also a subgenre of reggae, right? We don't wanna fight tonight. And we don't wanna fuss and fight. Put up the guns and make we all unite and make we live right in the almighty sight. I mean, as repetitive as this is, this is kind of fun, super cool behind the crowd, trance style, you know. If you're just coming onto your buzz and you're just cycling right now. trippy listen, man. But I learned something. See, this was great. I learned something from you guys on this. Oops. When I get this kind of breakdown, I don't understand. You guys fill me in, then I get a better idea of what it is in the subgenre and stuff. What's roots? Is roots reggae the one that's a little more organic with more brass section and horns, and the certain kind of production, kind of like the Mike Love? Is Mike Love more rootsy? You know, or does Mike Love also like combined and hybrid? Mike Love is, you guys heard me talk about him. I know him from way back days before he became, you know, well, he was always great singer, great musician, great reggae artist and everything, but now he's very well known, obviously. But I noticed that there are certain things in reggae, you know, same kind of thing. So, hey, let's see if you hear this. I found the track. Hang on for a second. I found the lowrider track. I don't know if you'll hear this. I'm not sure. Let me know if you hear this. If you don't hear this, I'm going to sound foolish, but I found that lowrider track that I did for that movie. Let's see. No, you can't hear it. Only I can hear it. Ah, well, that sucks. Only I can hear it. Wait a minute. Maybe I have it. Hang on. Oh, I know where I have it. I just have to play it for you because now, especially after hearing this track, because I kind of did it in a very unique kind of, had a little touch of reggae to it. Stand by, guys. Jeeves. Right, let me see if I can. Hang on. Hang on. Just bear with me, said the bear. Hang on. Yeah, here it is. I found it, guys. Are you ready? Okay, wait a second. Let me. Oh my God. Don't laugh at this, but this was my attempt at recutting lowrider. And I'm in it. I'm singing it, but I did it a whole octave low. I don't know. I'm just going to blow it. Are you guys ready? Let me know if you're ready. I don't see any ready emojis. Do we have ready emojis for some lowrider? This is lowrider, Ala Jeeb's craziness. And I think I was ripped when I wrote this too. All right, guys. Here's some lowrider that I did 20 years ago for this little movie. I was so high when I did this.
All my friends know the lowrider. Lowrider gets a little higher.
I just went off on the bass on this. It was in that kind of two-step vibe. It was like the Christina Aguilera era when they did this. I like what I did here with the bass. Right?
He's a little goer.
You like that with the slide? And I kind of overplayed the bass, but...
Low rider never uses gas, no. Low rider never drives fast.
I'm sorry, I'm just playing it through because it's so nostalgic to me.
Take a little trip, take a little trip, take a little trip and see. Take a little trip, take a little trip, take a little trip with me. Low rider gets a little higher. Low rider drives a little slower.
It is the soundtrack of my life, brah, you have no idea. If I recall, I don't even think I gave this an ending because it was just for that source score. Yeah, I didn't even end it. I didn't even give it an ending because of the fact that I was, you know, it was open-ended because I didn't even, here, I'll put it in here. If you guys like it, there it is. It's inside the stream if you want to save it or whatever. But anyhow, that was my attempt at kind of doing a two-step, I don't know. I was using, what was I using there? I was using my bass. I was playing a lot of the bass. I was doing all the accents with the guitars. Was really fun. I did have horns in there, but I took them out. And then, of course, the steel drum vibe. You know, I kind of wanted to give it a little bit of a Caribbean bounce to it, you know? And, of course, my vocals layered down at the bottom. But, you know, I think for the 12 seconds that it was in the movie, it boomed the shit out of it. It's a movie. It was a college movie. It never made it out into public. It was somebody that hired me to do a really quick track and had no idea what it was like to try to get a real piece of music in there and go, oh my God, they want $5,000 for that. I'm like, just buy me a sandwich, roll me a blunt, and let's do this. Let's go. And I did this probably in 2 hours, 3 hours, just kind of knocked it out for them. But anyhow, there you go.